Xbox gaming for life.
Welcome to the RDF1WC2017 round 15. We're in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's the 5.3k or 3.5 mile Sepang circuit. 2 DRS zones on the 2 longest straights, which is where engine power really counts. Then sector 2 suits the more aerodynamic cars. This track has 15 corners, and if it wasn't raining, tyre management would be key. And now we move to the grid, and you'll see there we've got Lethal Sniper on pole position. And I believe that is the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton there in second place. It's going to be a great race today. A bit of rain always spices things up. And as we move in, we've got Lewis Hamilton there being interviewed just before. He's got umbrellas covering so he doesn't get too wet. Oh, nice little kiss there. And there's the McLaren of Stoffel van Dorn, just getting a good look handshake from his technician. It's a beautiful circuit, this Malaysian GP, and it's rumoured to be coming off for F1 2018. There is Marcus Ericsson getting some instructions from his technician, and we're going to go over to Tad and Dougie for the race.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, and we're with ToastParabola, who is the highest up the grid that we've got a camera for today, and he's going to be starting from 4th position. Look at this weather, it's chucking it down out there. I'm Dougie Brown, and we're about to get off with Tad Bennington.
Yes, I'm Tad Bennington, and they're off! And there goes ToastParabola. Oh, he seems to have not had a good start. He's got Hulkenberg creeping up his outside. And on the inside goes Felipe Massa. And Sergio Perez to get some
that
as well.
does not look good.
And Carlos Sainz was in there for a bit of argy-bargy. He's currently in 6th
lot of
place.
contact.
Next to, oh no, he's dropped down to 7th. Oh, he's gone straight through the middle there and up into 5th. Does he hold it?
How is there not more damage?
He's held it, he's held it. He's now only 1 place behind where he started after not too much of a great start.
I'm amazed. Tell you what, a few dings on the way through there, and is he going to have a go at Massa as we come into this corner? Oh, he is, he's really pushed his way through, and he's right on the rear of Kimi Räikkönen. And it's now Lethal Sniper, Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Räikkönen, ToastParabola, as we go to have a look at Rosaldo's start, who we believe has had a resounding start. He has gone from 15th all the way up to 5th in this first lap. And let's see what we can see from here. An excellent start as he gets past Palmer on the drag here. He's got Magnussen on the inside with Grosjean and Stroll there too. Does he get past them all? And Esteban Ocon. Oh, he doesn't. That's beautiful. No contact. And Danny Kvyat straight up to 10th. That's 5 places claimed in the first corner there.
Great, Dougie. This is
Oh, he's just lost another one there to Esteban Ocon, who's just popped his nose straight back through.
Oh yes, he just popped his nose straight back through. But Rosaldo using his track and the power of this Ferrari on the outside. Now back onto the inside, and he's got 2. Is he going to go for Perez? Oh, he has! He's got for Perez as well. What an amazing start. He's up to 8th at the moment.
Oh my, up to 8th. And
Hold
as we
up to
see
your
Toast
hands.
now having a go on Kimi Räikkönen.
Oh.
He's going to make it stick. He has, and he's up to 3rd. It's now Lethal and Lewis, 2 of the better drivers in the wet out there, with Toast up in 3rd. And oh my, what a lap from Rosaldo. He had some amazing overtakes, some powers around the outside of turns 3 and 4. Oh, this is just excellent stuff.
Yeah, excellent stuff, and we're going to get some more, Dougie. Look at this. Kvyat must have got back ahead.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he's just, look at him, round turn 7 and 8 there. He's just making that stick. And he's past Danny Kvyat up into 7th place
he gonna go?
now. Oh no! I think he's misjudged that. I don't think he thought Hulkenberg was going to brake as soon. He was just going to go down the inside, and there's a bit of collisions there. Is there going to be any warnings or trouble? We'll see what Charlie says a bit later in the day.
Hey, we've now got Toast, who's all over the back of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton needs to keep this position, needs to really keep in between the two Red Bulls to help the points as best as they can for this season. Valtteri seems to have dropped right down the field at the moment. It seems he's had some damage and some issues, and he's not racing where he should be.
Yeah, he's not racing there, and he's not quite caught Hamilton yet, but he's coming around turns 7 and 8, and Lewis seems to be pulling away there. It just seems to be getting away from Toast at this point. Not much we can do here, though. Oh, and he's just got down the inside at turn 9.
Would you believe it?
Oh, Lewis Hamilton, a moment's lapse in concentration. I think he broke a little early. And I don't know if Kimi Räikkönen's gone through as well. He doesn't appear to have. No, Lewis is still in 3rd place at this moment. But Toast, after what we were just saying, Toast had just slipped straight through. And no, Rosaldo with a collision. That looks like Nico Hulkenberg. I wonder if there's going to be any long-lasting damage on that, or whether he's going to be able to get through the rest of this race. Now we've got Toast, who's chasing down his teammate Lethal Sniper. There's going to be Lethal Sniper's so far ahead in the championship at the moment, or shall I say he's 24 points ahead in the championship, not so far. So I wonder what Red Bull are going to do, whether they're just going to keep Toast in second or whether he's actually going to challenge for this championship. Let's wait and see. Toast obviously desperate for race wins, just for his personal CV.
Hey, everybody out there who feels they've got a championship in them is desperate for a race wins at this point. Lethal Sniper just dropping at fastest lap, and Toast going even faster, showing here that he's not laying down. Rosaldo on Massa here though.
Yes, Rosaldo on Massa. Oh, look at that, it's a pure drag. It's the Mercedes-powered Williams versus the Ferrari. Rosaldo on the inside. Oh, he's gone a little wide there, and has he let Felipe back in on the inside? No, he's just shut the... Oh, he has Felipe. He's on the inside, now on the outside. Turns 3 here.
Hey, what a manoeuvre. Rosaldo just making that one stick.
And Rosaldo is ahead, and he's made that stick. Yes, you're right there, Dougie. What a manoeuvre.
Hey, Rosaldo now just going through the motions. We're on lap 3 here. He's up into 5th place. What an excellent drive from him as we now switch to ToastParabola.
Yes, Toast is 2.1 seconds behind his teammate, and Lewis Hamilton is a second further behind him. It is close there. 3 seconds separate the top 3. And as we come round corners 3 here, ToastParabola going to go around the long right winding hander, and he's going to really try and claw back some time, but if he can't do that in the next couple of laps, Lethal Sniper's going to set into a rhythm, and he's going to be able to keep him at arm's length. As he closes down, oh no, he's lost, oh yes, he had a bit of purple sector there, so he was closing down some time, but we've got Rosaldo.
Aye, the fiery Mexican.
Who's now chasing his teammate Kimi Räikkönen, who is in 4th, just behind Lewis Hamilton. And as he comes on to the first of the DRS straights, obviously no DRS today because of that weather. And it doesn't look like, based on the forecast, that the weather's going to go away anytime soon, as Rosaldo, at the end of lap 6 here, decides he wants to come into the pits. It looks like his tyres are blistering a bit on the fronts. And he's going to dive in now, which is going to, he thinks, then give him a bit of clearer track as everyone else comes in. And he'll be able to pass through.
Hey, so technically he's going to try the undercut here. It's all going to depend on the tyre change. Well, that's quite quick. That's 2.5 seconds, and he's going to be back out on track, chasing down his teammate. But he's going to find himself all the way down in about 17th, maybe even last position right now. Who knows? And that means Rosaldo back down to 18th now, which means we're probably in the next lap or 2 going to see some real good overtakes from this young man. At least until the others decide they want to come into the pits, because they're not scheduled for at least another couple of laps. And we've got Toast going around turn 7 and 8 there on lap 7. Let's see if he's got any closer to his teammate Lethal Sniper. We're not at the end of the sector, my apologies. I thought that was one of the end of the sectors. There it is. Oh, he's now 5 seconds. Lethal Sniper is really pulling away here, showing what he's made of in this wet weather. As Rosaldo, he's going to see what he can do on Fernando Alonso here on turn 15. Oh, and he's gave him plenty of room, and he's just got round the inside, and the power difference there between the Ferraris and the Honda, the McLaren Honda, is very noticeable. Is he going to get his teammates in the same straight as well? Oh no, he's right on the rear of Stoffel there, but he's not going to be silly. He's just going to get around these few corners because he knows that this Ferrari engine has got a lot more, as he's got himself back up into 12th place. So we missed a couple of overtakes there, or maybe just a couple of people coming into the pits. I suppose he may have started a chain reaction. What we don't know is whether the overcut or the undercut is going to be better, Tad. What do you think?
Yes, Dougie, I just don't really know. The undertake, the overtake, not quite sure. Toast coming in here on lap 8. That's 2 laps later than Rosaldo, which means Kimi Raikkonen has now, obviously, Lethal Sniper, who's already been in the pits at this point, is out in 3rd, and he's going to take that place back in 2nd, and Kimi Raikkonen hasn't pitted either. Is he coming in? It looks like Raikkonen's coming in, so we're going to potentially see Lethal go past any moment now. There he goes past Raikkonen, and there he is into the lead. So that's Toast in 2nd confirmed. No real changes there, but Raikkonen's into the pits, and Rosaldo's hunting him down. As he comes around this corner, there's quite a lot of them just all gone into the pits there. Quite a lot of the back markers, Palmer, your Magnusons, your Strolls, the people who were hanging out there, Ocon, Sainz. Rosaldo is just getting past them all, and he actually finds himself behind Lewis Hamilton at this point. So either Hamilton has been kept in the pits for some reason, or Kimi Raikkonen playing the overcut has actually paid off.
The overcut seems to have paid off for Kimi Raikkonen there, as he's got past Lewis Hamilton. So Rosaldo now has Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen to get past. Lewis Hamilton being an excellent driver in those conditions. So 3 laps to go now, and we've got Rosaldo around turn 7 and 8 here. Popular place for our cameras, and he's going to really chase down Lewis Hamilton. He's got 2 and a bit laps to complete before the end of this race, and he can see the rear of Hamilton there. This is silver linings for Rosaldo. I believe he had a little bit of a spillage earlier in the laps, but we haven't got any footage of that.
No, we don't, and we're back with ToastParabola. And this is kind of he's just got the standard stuff to do here. We're going to see some very nice glimpse of him, and if him and Lethal stay in this position at the moment, they're going to reduce that Mercedes deficit from 44 points down to 11. Down to 15. That's if Lewis Hamilton can hold on to this 4th place.
Aye, if he can hold on to this 1st place, then he'll be okay. As we're with Rosaldo here now as they're coming round. He's gone inside, he's going outside, he's trying everything to get past the Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton is holding some great defensive lines there as they came round turns 5 and 6. Going into turns 7 and 8 now. Oh, Rosaldo running a bit wide there. He's lost a couple of seconds to Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, that's really going to cost him, Dougie. It may even cost him, because we can see Kimi Raikkonen ahead there, and he might be able to even get a podium place, but I do feel it's probably out of his reach now with that poor turn 7 and 8, as we're with ToastParabola, who is just going through the motions at this point. He is way behind his teammate and way out ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. So we've got Rosaldo here coming down to turn 15. Oh, look at the power. He must have got a great exit, and he's making a dive in on that corner. He's going down for the last one. It looks like he may have got it. He's ahead of Hamilton on the at the start of this penultimate lap.
Hey, what a manoeuvre down the inside. A real dive bomb. Last of the late breakers.
As Lethal Sniper sets her fastest lap there.
The last lap of his race. What an excellent. It must mean that the rain is calming down a bit and starting to dry, which means that the track is getting a bit quicker. As Toast crosses the line in 2nd place, they're 14 seconds eventually behind his teammate. I think he just put it into mode and was saving his engine. Rosaldo, what an excellent drive to get up to 4th place, and he's going to finish less than a second behind his teammates. It's going to be real annoying for Rosaldo there as he wanted to get in. Oh, some team radio.
I'm sorry we couldn't get 3rd place today, guys, but very happy with that 4th place. A great car, great stuff. Very happy, very happy.
Well, Rosaldo, as you can see, sounds very happy there, and ToastParabola confirmed in 2nd place. I'm going to go over to the drivers now and leave you with Dougie, who's going to run through the top 20. Dougie.
Thank you, Tad. Maximum points for Lethal Sniper there. We got ToastParabola in 2nd, Kimi Raikkonen in 3rd. Rosaldo with a great result up into 4th there. Lewis Hamilton, Felipe Massa, Nico Hulkenberg, Sainz, Perez, Kvyat, Bottas, Ocon, Stroll, Magnussen, Alonso, Van Dorn, Palmer, Grosjean, Ericsson and Verlaine. Bottas, the big surprise there, finishing outside the top 10 in 11th place. And as we take a look here, a couple of incidents, only a few today. Rosaldo exceeding track limits, only a warning.
Collision with Nico Hulkenberg for Toast there. A little bit of an incident there between those two. Probably didn't cost Toast any major time. And as we go to the standings, that's Lethal Sniper now 49 points ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Kimi Räikkönen in third, a further 69 points behind Lethal Sniper, only 20 behind Bottas now. Hamilton in fourth and Rizaldo in fifth. Rizaldo is 33 points behind his teammate, and Toast there with 126 points on the board. A great result for him today, meaning that now, as we'll see in a moment when we go to the constructors, that Mercedes are only 11 points ahead of the Red Bulls at the moment. It's going to be very interesting this last part of the season, and with the Ferraris getting a 3 and 4 as well, they'll be closing. Can they get ahead of the Mercedes too? We're going to go to the podium any moment now, and I'm going to hand you over to Jim Bronson Blake. It's been a great race here today in the wet, and it's goodbye from me for now. You've got Tad with the drivers, and over to Jim. Thank you, Dougie, and there is Lethal Sniper on top of the podium. We've got Toast in second and Kimi Räikkönen up there too. Lethal Sniper, a familiar sight here, and the Red Bull team know it, and they're going to be celebrating again as he gets the trophy in his hand. What a race today in the rain. It's been a bit of a wet one, but not a wet race. Rizaldo coming from the back and almost getting past his teammate, but not quite. There's Christian Horner, and I'm sure he's going to be talking to Lethal Sniper about that contract for next season. Wow, what a podium. Lethal Sniper now extends his lead over his rivals by 49 points and looks to have made a huge step forwards towards that title. Toast finishing second, and Valtteri outside of the points now means that Red Bull have reduced that 44-point lead in the Constructors' Championship that they had over Mercedes to just 11 points. Kimi Räikkönen's extended his advantage over Rizaldo, surprisingly, by only 3 points, as Rizaldo came from 15th to take 4th and was voted Driver of the Day by all of you at home. Sadly, as we mentioned, Valtteri finished outside of those points and is now almost 2 race wins behind Lethal Sniper, which looks like an insurmountable mountain to climb. And an honourable mention goes to Nico Hulkenberg, who had a great day in the Renault, finishing 7th. I'm now hearing Tad has made his way to the driver's pen and is ready to have a chat with them. Let's see what they have to say. Over to you, Tad.
Thank you, Jim. I've now got ToastParabola here. Second this week, Toast. Not the best start at the race. You dropped to 7th at one point, but you climbed your way back up in the conditions. How much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's never fun when you drop back at the start of the race, but if you can get back up there and like I did today, higher than I started out, yeah, that is a lot of fun. I mean, it's always good to be overtaken to the drivers, and I'm sure that's what the fans love to see.
That they do, Toast. The fans, you know how to please them. Just to say, you've reduced the gap to Mercedes now. It's 11 points. It was 44 at the start of the weekend. That's a 33-point reduction. What do you think to that?
Yeah, it's a great situation for the team. Hopefully over the next few races we can close that gap to overtake them in the constructors and bring home that title.
And I'm sure you'll give it your best. Let's see what Rizaldo's got to say now after that great race. Rizaldo from 15th to 5th in less than a lap. What happened out there?
Oh, well, there I was finding maximum grip out there, especially in that first lap. And then after that, Lewis proved to be very quick, as he is in the wet. So I was behind him after my round of pit stops for quite a few laps. Once I finally got past him on the panorama lap, I was very happy. But if I had done so a bit sooner, I may be talking to you with a podium cap on, eh?
Yes, indeed. Voted Driver of the Day from our viewers. What have you got to say to that?
Well, you never think of these things when racing, but it's nice to be acknowledged by the fans who make the sport the best, really. That's one of the many reasons why we race week in, week out.
Indeed. What's the plan now? Any news on where you will be driving next year, or do you feel you can catch Kimi?
Oh, that I believe. I have very much catch Kimi, and that is the plan. Bye for now.
Thank you, Rizaldo. Let's see what today's race winner, Lethal Sniper, has got to say. Lethal, this is becoming very, very familiar. Another win and another easy day out there. You're getting quite a name for yourself in the wet and overall as a driver. Valtteri had another issue out there and was finished outside of the points, which means you now find yourself 49 points clear at the top.
Well, while you wish you never wish anything bad on an opponent, when you want to race against the best, a 49-point lead does look a lot better than a 24-point lead. And as I mentioned before, I don't fear the rain, but I do respect it, and it treats me well. Toast also had a great race today, and once he was in second, only a mistake was going to cause any concern.
Ah, so are you saying that Toast isn't a threat to you directly, or there was a healthy helping of team orders?
Neither, Tad. I had amassed a healthy lead before Toast was in second, and I just maintained the gap. He was pushing as I was not able to take it easy.
Ah, but the silver lining is you're only 11 points now behind Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. This one too was very much needed?
It was, and as I said, with Toast finishing in second and Bottas in 11th, it was a really good weekend for us. Thanks, Tad.
Thank you, Lethal. Well, we're going to head back to the studio now as Jim's going to wrap things up. I've enjoyed it here, and you've heard from the drivers. Dougie enjoyed it too as well. He told me. We're going to go over to Jim now.
Thank you, Dougie. What a race we've had for you here today then, ladies and gentlemen. Lethal Sniper taking the glory, as he has done these past couple of weeks. ToastParabola filling in second, and Rosaldo going from 15th to 4th. It's been a great weekend for some of the drivers. Mercedes have not had the best weekend, and they're paying for it. Join us next time where we'll be in Japan for round 16. But until then, as always, stay excellent to one another.
If you like these videos, subscribe, give me some likes, turn on your notifications, and if you're feeling especially fruity, contact me on Twitter @Sib1kenobi.